thing I would look for when you're buying a used cart is the bow. Look at the chassis, kind of get on its level with your eyes. Make sure it's not swaying from side to side. Make sure it's flat, it's even, it's symmetrical. And while you're looking at the chassis, look out for any bends or any tweaks from maybe a crash or going off the course. Make sure that all the bends are from the factory. And look at also all the welds. Make sure that the factory paint is still covering them, that there's not any cracks or splits in any of the welds. And if there are any re-welds, look at them. Just make sure they're good quality. Make sure they're going to last, that there's not too much potential for cracking or splitting. And something else I would look for on a cart that you're buying used are the hubs and the axle. Look at the hubs. Make sure that these are not cracked or split. Look at the threads. Make sure that the studs aren't bent or tweaked. Make sure that they're still good and they're not stripped. And the axle, make sure it's the grade you want, like this, for example, the softness or the stiffness. Make sure that that's not bent. And then the last thing I would look at are the brakes. Still very important. Look at the brake disc. Make sure it's not chipped from hitting the track. Make sure that isn't bent. Make sure there aren't any leaks in any of the fuel lines. It'll be pretty obvious, but just make sure to look at all the fittings and on the brake line itself. Make sure that it's just not cracked open or it's leaking anywhere. Something else you want to consider when you're buying a used cart are the peripherals it comes with and without. For example, these frame protectors. If they're important to you, they protect the chassis. Look for them. They can be found here on the front of the cart, here on the side, and also on the rear. Something else you want to look for and make sure the cart comes with are these torsion bars. They're usually a set of them in different strengths. And the seat, probably the most important thing. If it comes with the seat, make sure it's a size that you can use. And just like the tires, if it comes with tires on the wheels, make sure it's a tire that you're actually going to run. Just like the engine, make sure it's the engine you're going to use for your club or whatever race you're participating in. Our preference when we're buying a used cart is to shop local or shop in the closest big cities around you, because those are going to be the hubs for the karting communities. They're going to have the shops, the authorized dealers who are going to more likely than not have used carts in stock. That's going to be where all the clubs and tracks are, and there's going to be plenty of used carts for sale. So shop there, and also if they're close or somewhat close, you can actually go there in person and physically look at the cart, look at the seat, make sure the seat works for you. And remember to look at all the other things that we mentioned earlier in the video. You can do that in person. If you're buying from someone in another state or farther away that you can't attend and look at the cart, you're basically at the discretion of their description of the cart, of just the photos that they provide. So there you have it, a summary of the key things you need to know when you're looking to buy a used cart. Thanks for watching. Nice. Yeah.
By the way, guys, this was the video that was created by Race Nuts. If you guys have a racing non-shifter cart, please just send me it down in the comments. See if you guys can try to help me get to my first racing session in any other week.